Hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, school board members. Good evening, superintendent. My name is Richard Ocampo. I'm a high school teacher with Miami-Dade County Public Schools and have been for the past 9 years. I'm also a UTD member and a UTD steward. I've spoken before the school board several times before concerning excessively large class sizes in schools, over-testing, students' right to opt out, and the deliberate practice of many school principals and administrators of harassment and retaliation against vocal teachers, kind of like what was just mentioned. Today, I felt compelled to speak before you once again, given the current nationwide Red for Ed movement of teachers that have organized and taken action in West Virginia, Oklahoma, Colorado, Kentucky, and Arizona, and today in North Carolina, to demand increased funding for public schools and teacher salaries. One of their slogans, which is very appropriate to us teachers here today, is "More than praise, we deserve a raise." So I want to thank the two school board members, Dr. Gallen and Ms. Navarro, for exploring alternative funding sources and solutions to improve teacher salaries. This is much needed and long overdue, considering the pitiful raises that us teachers have obtained through collective bargaining in the past decade. We've been told time and time again by Miami-Dade County Public Schools at the bargaining table that there is no money for raises and have been offered insulting 1% raises. I think that we are worth more than 1%. For the school board member that voted against the teacher compensation agenda item at last month's board meeting, I say shame on you. What do you propose then to raise our salaries? Keep doing the same thing by only blaming Tallahassee and then hoping for a different outcome? Your pessimistic and gloom and doom view suggests that we just have to throw our hands up and give up. This board has said several times that Miami-Dade County Public Schools, under the leadership of the school board and the superintendent, has always placed teacher compensation as a top priority. Well, this is finally your time to demonstrate that through action and not just words. It's time to stop simply blaming Tallahassee always and take local action. Tallahassee is to blame for not properly funding our public schools, but that's why we need you to be proactive and take local action to help teachers out. I want you to know that teacher working conditions are student learning conditions. I repeat, teacher working conditions are student learning conditions. This means that if our working conditions are abysmal, as our pay is, then student learning conditions and achievement will also be negatively affected. And lastly, I want to direct my attention to the superintendent. In 2012, he successfully proposed a measure to the school board to get a bond referendum placed on the November 2012 election. He then tirelessly worked through an 82-day campaign to get Miami-Dade voters to approve the bond, which they eventually did. This increase in property taxes on homeowners generated a whopping $1.2 billion to repair our deteriorated infrastructure of our schools and upgrade our outdated technology as well. I bring this up to demonstrate that he has the ability to use his political capital to convince this school board and South Florida public to support an initiative on teacher compensation. I'd love him to do the same thing now by taking the lead role in promoting a teacher compensation proposal to possibly increase local taxes to generate the much needed money for teacher and staff raises that we deserve. Thank you very much.